Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about what factors you should be considering or looking for when you're trying to decide what alternative cryptocurrency tokens or coins that you want to be able to invest in or buy. Now, currently there are over maybe 30,000 cryptocurrency tokens in the market right now, like especially for these ERC20 tokens, which are called Ethereum-based coins. And it can be very confusing what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy. Some of them range in like $1, $2, $3, or $4, and some of them range like 0.0, 0.06, 0.05. So it can be very overwhelming. So in this video, I'm going to break down from a foundational analysis perspective some of the major factors that you should consider to evaluate before you make your decision into jumping and buying a cryptocurrency altcoin or an ERC20 based token. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so there are basically a few or some factors that you should always be concerned about, and you want to be able to evaluate before you're making your decision to buying any kind of cryptocurrency token or altcoins. And now I won't be talking about Bitcoin or Ethereum or LTC. These are considered called mainstream coins, and I'm not going to be talking about which are called stable coins such as USDT or USDC, because these are different from the altcoins that we are now being faced with. Decide which cryptocurrency coin to buy from the altcoin landscape. All right, so let's go ahead. I'll summarize it here, and then we're going to jump into it, each one of those in detail. So some of the main factors that you always want to be able to consider is who are the founders of the project? These people behind the project, do they have previous experience in founding a company? Do they have a successful track record of starting businesses and ventures? Were they successful in launching and selling off a previous company? What was the previous experience? Were they in banking? Were they in financial services? Were they in technology? Or were they in some random odd job which have nothing to do with cryptocurrency or tokens or investments, right? So be aware of the founders of the project. Then you take a look at the project purpose. Now, every one of those projects must be able to solve a specific problem. If it's only sort of a marketing scam or marketing tactic, it's not really going to solve a specific problem. And that should be very clear when you're visiting the project website, right? In the first few minutes when you're visiting the project website, you should be able to understand what problem is this project trying to solve, or if this cryptocurrency token or coin is trying to solve. If there's no specific problem, a business problem or a major challenge, then it's not really going to make a huge impact in the market, and most likely it will not really serve or be able to serve a long-term purpose. So be very, very careful of that, right? Next, we've got what's the current status of the project? Is it currently in beta or alpha or MVP stage? Do they have an MVP, which is called a minimal viable product, right? Basically, an MVP proves the concept of the product, and they have some actual transactions and functionality defined for the project, right? So it proves the point that the project has viability, and it does have a market for it to be able to serve, and it actually works on a technical and implementation level, right? Is it in the beta stage? Beta stage is basically the first version of the product or the service that's being launched on the platform. It comes after the MVP stage, right? So MVP is basically proving the concept works and showing off to investors. And then the beta is actually, they got maybe some seed stage funding, which enables them to actually do a beta stage of the project, which allows them to actually launch the service for specific users or target market or demographic for them to be able to use. Is it an alpha stage, right? Alpha stage, again, alpha stage is a stage of the project which enables them to test the product on specific market segment and to see the results of it. Is it working? Are there any errors? Can they be fixed? Is it viable? And so on. What are the user feedbacks, right? So we have to be very careful about where the project status is. Typically, if the project has a lot of investments currently in it, most likely it can be in beta stage, right? And after beta becomes full production or production release, or production release 1, right, which is the official version of the product launched for the public to be able to use, right? So be very careful at what project status the specific project is at, and be very careful on reading and reviewing what are the results of those stages that the project has completed, right? Then next we have projected expected revenue. So the second point here is the project expected revenue. So you want to be able to look at what is the potential expected or planned revenue for the project over the next 1 year, 2 years, or 3 year period. Normally, in the project website or the founders, they would put a document about the expected revenue or potential revenue they will get from the project once it goes live. This shows that they have a clear roadmap on how to reach that kind of revenue, right? And this will give you sort of a business plan, and it gives the public assurance that the founders and the management team have done their homework about the target demographic of the project and what they expect to get based on solving that specific problem, or based on releasing that product or service for the public to be able to consume and use that service, right? So this gives you a clear way, more assurance about where the project is heading and where the cryptocurrency token will be, or how it's going to be used to be able to reach that kind of target revenue for the project. Okay. Next, we've got who are the backers of the project? Who is backing this project, right? The more you have like recognized VC names or angel investors or seed stage investors, the more credibility, the more leverage, the more weight this project has in the market. So when you see a project, for example, such as CeeLo is being backed by Coinbase Ventures, which is a multinational. Basically, it is a VC firm that was under Coinbase, which is the multi-billion-dollar company, cryptocurrency exchange, and other VC firms such as Andreessen Horowitz and others. And when you see projects that are being backed by these multinational VC firms, then it has much higher weight, because these VC firms will do their due diligence, their homework on the project before they actually fund it, before they provide their investment in it. So this gives you more assurance, more credibility. It has a much higher scale for the project to be successful over the long term, right? Versus for it to be failed. So typically these VCs, these venture capitalist firms, are going to be investing over 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year period in the project, because they know, after studying it carefully and after meeting the founders, they know that this is going to be a huge disruptor, or a major company, or a major service, or a product that's going to have a major impact, or a big impact in the marketplace. Okay. Next, you've got project media coverage. So media coverage here talks a little bit about what are the actual media related coverage this project has currently. Did this project sign up for a major company? Do they sign up for, like, for example, a major telecom service provider or any other big name companies as their clients? Did they sign up for a major, if they're a B2B customer, or if they're a B2B or B2C model? Are they launching in different countries with high demographic target areas in those countries? Where are they based? Where the project is currently based? Does the current headquarters of the project has a large demographic area for them to be able to serve those customers, right? Who are those customers? What was the customer base? So all this is being usually covered in the media. What is the media coverage? Is it a high scale? Is it first grade, second grade, or third grade media coverage? Is it being covered by, like, for example, Forbes magazine or CNBC, or being covered by TechCrunch or any of the large technology focused media coverage agencies worldwide? All this gives you much more credibility for the project, and gives you an idea whether you should invest and how much you should invest in this project or not. Obviously, the more media coverage, the more, let's say, signups of potential customers, and the more they have geographic area base in their product, the more credibility this has, the more you can actually say, yes, this is going to be a safe investment, so I can actually invest $10,000, $5,000, or even $20,000 into this coin, and so on. All right, next. And next we got wallet transactions. What are the current trading wallet transactions on the actual cryptocurrency coin? How much volume is currently being traded on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis of that cryptocurrency token, right? What are you can go and check on the Ethereum ETH scanner and to see the actual smart contract wallet addresses, how much transaction volume is going on. Is it 1 billion? Is it 100 million? Is it 200 million? And so on, right? How much is being traded on a daily basis? How much is being traded on a weekly basis? How much is being traded on a monthly basis of this project? The more volume of transactions that you have on this project, the more likely that it is there's a high demand for this coin going forward. The more there is actually potential revenue that we can see in the future. Now keep in mind, seeing all these different factors, there's no guarantee. There's never a guarantee that this is going to be successful. But there's indicators, market indicators that play a role that give us clues that will give us a prediction model that yes, this project is going to be successful, or this product is going to be successful based on these market indicators or based on this criteria which I'm evaluating against, such as the trading volume, such as the wallet transactions, such as the amount of volume transactions that are happening on a daily basis, such as the credibility of the actual project team, such as the founders team, such as the VC being backed or backing this project idea or backing this product, and so on. All this give us a market indicators. Let's say suddenly there was a big thing in the news that a major bank just bought a majority stake in this project, right? This gives you much higher credibility, again, because these banks and these VCs are going to do the due diligence before investing in any kind of product or a project idea or a company. So they know what they're investing in on a long-term basis, because ultimately these VCs are going to be looking at long-term exit strategy for this project, whether it's going to be an acquisition or whether it's going to be an actual product launch that will take over many different categories on demographics on the project. So this gives you a summary of what to look for, what to consider. I hope it was very useful. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button, and you want to hit subscribe to see more of these videos, and let me know your comments in this description below. If you have anything related to this specific video, any questions or feedback, or anything related to this specific topic, which I can dive deep into for future videos. Now, always know that there are no guarantees whenever it comes to buying cryptocurrency tokens, and always invest in money you can afford to lose. That if you do lose that money, it's not going to be impacting your lifestyle or your family's lifestyle. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next in the following video.